Hi everyone, my name is Jazz and welcome to my channel. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So excited for today's video because I'm going to share with you 5 DIY planters that I made using things that I have around my home and things that you can get from Dollar Tree. And these DIYs are extremely easy and budget friendly. These planters ideas are perfect now for the spring season, and I just hope that this video helps you and inspire you to be creative. And if you like it, please a big thumbs up. That really helps to support my channel, and make sure that you are subscribed and that you hit the bell to get notified every single time that I upload a new video. And guys, remember to follow me on all my social media pages. My webpage JAZOMY.com, the link is going to be in the description, guys. You can check that out. So yeah, let's get started with these DIYs. Okay, for this project, I'm going to be using this glass cylinder vase that I get from Dollar Tree, and I really like this vase to make so many projects. And another thing that I'm going to be using is rope. I'm going to use this nautical rope, and I'm going to basically unroll the rope because it's super thick and I need it to be a little bit thinner. So I'm going to unroll the rope, and then I'm going to start sticking that rope from the bottom of my glass vase. I'm going to cover my vase about 1/3 of the length of my vase, just a small part because I want the other part to have another color. Once I cover this part of my vase, I'm going to be using this other nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Again, it's super thick, so I'm going to unroll the rope, and I'm going to start sticking that thin rope until I cover my whole vase. And to stick all the ropes, I'm going to be using hot glue. Once I was done covering my vase with rope, this is how it's going to look, and I really like it, but I think it needs something else, so I'm going to be using this faux leather ribbon that I get from Dollar Tree. I love the color. So yeah, I just cut 2 small pieces, and I'm going to be sticking those ribbon pieces on each side of my vase, and these are going to look like small handles, and it's going to add more texture and a cute little touch to my vase. Once I put the 2 small pieces of ribbon, this is how the vase is going to look, and I really like it. And I just want to guys take a moment to say thank you to Surebonder for sending me this amazing glue gun. This one is a cordless detail high temperature glue gun, and I just love it. It has a small built-in glue pad, which is perfect because I always make a mess with the glue, and also has a detail tip on the glue gun. It's cordless, so it's amazing for so many DIYs. And they also have so many glue sticks that you can use for maybe fabric that has glitter, glow in the dark sticks, and I think they are so cool. And I really like this glue gun, so just in case, I'm going to leave you the link in the description box of where you can get it. Okay, back to the DIY. I'm going to be adding a small detail to the pieces of ribbon that I stick. I'm going to be using these drawing pins, and I'm going to cut the tip that has, and then I'm going to be sticking that to each end of the ribbon that I put, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. This is going to add just a small detail, but I think it looks amazing, and it gives it a high-end look. And guys, once I was done, I put a plant inside of my vase, and this is how my project turned out. I really like it, and it has a high-end look. I think it looks so expensive, but it was on a budget, so happy how it turned out. For this next project, I'm going to be recycling this empty can that I have at home, and this DIY is super easy. I'm going to be using these moss that I get from Dollar Tree, and I'm basically going to add hot glue all over my empty can, and then I'm going to cover it with this moss. Like I said, this DIY is super easy. You just have to add a lot of hot glue and then put the moss on the top, and just being careful not to burn your fingers. You need to make sure that none of the can is seen, and once I was done, this is how my can looks like. And I'm going to be adding a small piece of jute cord on the middle, and I'm going to make a small bow. This is going to add a really cute touch to my can. And finally, you can add any greenery or any flower that you like. I think this DIY is just perfect now for spring. It's super easy, and it cost me like $1 for the moss because I'm recycling this empty can. Next project, I'm going to be using this round box. You can get these type of boxes at Dollar Tree, and this one has paint because I am reusing this one from a failed DIY, but I'm gonna try another thing today. So I'm going to be using these Waverly chalk paint in moss color, and I'm going to give it 2 coats of paint to my box inside and outside to make sure that I'm covering everything very well, and then I'm going to let it dry. Once my box dried, this is how it's going to look, and this is the color. I really like it, but I actually think in person it looks a little bit darker. I don't know why it looks like this in camera, but anyways guys, next I'm going to be using this hanger that I get from Dollar Tree, and I love these, and it looks very high-end. Actually it comes in different colors. I chose this one that is like a hazelnut color, and I love it because it works perfect with my moss color. And I'm just going to put my box inside of these, and I'm going to add a small dot of glue just to make sure it's not going anywhere, and then I'm going to add a greenery or a plant inside of my box. And this is how this project turned out. I really like it, and I love the shape of this box. I think it works amazing with my plant hanger, and it is super lightweight, so I just think it's perfect for this project. You can find these like macrame hangers in stores, and they are so expensive, but you can do it yourself using these from Dollar Tree, and it looks beautiful. For this next project, I'm going to be using these clay pots that I get from Dollar Tree. They come in 2 different sizes, and these ones are the biggest ones, and I'm going to be using 2 packages because I need 3 in total. Then I'm going to be using my Waverly chalk paint in white color, and what I'm going to be doing is super simple. I'm just going to be painting a strip in white color on the bottom of each one of the clays, and you can use tape to make sure they're going to look straight, but I did it by hand, and I actually think they look so good. So once I paint that and the paint is dry, I'm going to be using these letter stickers, and you can get these from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using the letters H-E-N-Y because I'm going to form the word hey, and I'm going to be sticking each one of the stickers in the middle of the pots between the line and the terracotta color. once I have that part ready, I'm going to fulfill the clay pots with these stones that I get from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to add one succulent from Dollar Tree on each one of the clay pots. And this is how my project turned out. It is a super easy DIY, guys, that you can do, that looks amazing, and I think it's just perfect now for spring. It's perfect to add to your entry table, to your kitchen, to your dining table, and you can do it too using more clay pots and forming another word if you want. Okay, next project, and I'm going to be using these decanter vase that I get from Dollar Tree, and I really like the shape of it. And I'm also going to be using this rope that I have at home. You can use the one from Dollar Tree, the nautical rope, but I didn't have enough at home, so I'm just going to be using this one that works amazing too, and I get it from Walmart. And I'm going to be cutting a few pieces in the same size, and then I'm just going to be gluing those in a vertical line on my vase. You want to stick about 15 pieces of rope because you want to make sure that you're going to have sets of 3. So I stick 15 pieces of rope. Then what I'm going to be doing is to start trying to make a braid. I was like so scared about this DIY. At first I had no idea what I was doing, but I just took it easy, and then I just started like figuring out how to make a braid with like 15 pieces of rope. But I think the hardest part is when you start making the braid, then everything is going to be so much easier. But remember, guys, if you don't want to make a braid, it's okay, you can do something else. Maybe if you know how to do macrame, you can do that too, and I know that is going to look awesome too. Once I was done with my crazy braid, I'm gonna start sticking the rope on my vase. I need to do these just to make sure that it's not going anywhere, and also because my braid was like too small and I need to make it bigger. So I'm gonna try to like move all the pieces of rope and make my braid a little bit bigger, and that way is going to cover most of my vase. I hope that you can see what I'm doing. Once I stick all the braid into my vase, I'm going to cut the extra rope that I have, and then I'm going to add hot glue just to make sure that everything is going to stick well. And then you maybe can add a piece of rope and stick it on the top where all those ends of ropes are, just to make sure that that part is going to look so much better. Once I was done with my vase, this is how my project turned out. I was so scared about this project, but I think it turned out amazing. I put a small piece of greenery inside to make it look like simple and modern at the same time, and I'm just so happy how this project turned out, and I hope that you like it too. I just want to make sure that this video helps you and inspires you to be creative and to do so many things at home and on a budget. If you like these videos and these DIYs, please give me a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments which of these DIY planters is your favorite. I think mine is the first one with the rope and the faux leather, but let me know which one is yours. And please make sure that you are subscribed, that you hit the bell, and that you share this video with friends and family. Remember to follow me on all my social media pages, my webpage JAZOMY.com, my other channel JAZOMY Home. All the links are going to be in the description box of this video and every single video. Thank you so much for all the love and support, and see you on my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.